And actually, there is one more point, one more paragraph that I'd like to share from later in the book about the tormentor, that your partner in an unconditional love relationship is your best tormentor. And he's using that in a kind of pun. Okay, so what is a tormentor? Know that it is possible to live with your partner in a very different way from how the rest of the world does. When one of you gets hurt, you both focus inside, find the parts involved, witness what those parts want you to know about their current and past pain, and share your discoveries with one another. In doing so, you are clearing your minefields by stepping on the landmines each of you brought to the relationship and then diffusing them so they won't explode again. By stepping on your landmines, your partner becomes your valued tormentor. She mentors you by tormenting you. Without her, you wouldn't be able to find many of the exiles you need to heal. And as you become comfortable speaking to her about your inner experiences with your exiles, after following the trailheads she reveals, you will find her loving acceptance and support sublime. Together you will share a vulnerable and rewarding form of intimacy as partners on a journey of mutual healing and growth. You will be helping each other find and rescue your basement children. Once released, those grateful, delightful inner children form a powerful bond between you that is capable of overriding the typical irritations and differences that exist in all committed relationships. So that was very well put as well, this idea of the tormentor. She's mentoring you by tormenting you. And that's not the first instance, or Richard Schwartz is not the first person or expert to point that dynamic out. Probably the best pioneer of that concept or dynamic is Harville Hendrix and his wife, and their classic book, Getting the Love You Want, which is highly recommended. And actually, that's the top recommendation on my reading list on my website for relationship books. And there's also an excellent book by Terry Real, called The New Rules of Marriage. And there's a great paragraph on the same dynamic. And he uses the term unfinished business, which is popularized in Gestalt therapy. And Terence Real has his own relationship therapy model. So I'm going to just read out this one paragraph from him to share with you. From the book, The New Rules of Marriage, Terence Real. We are drawn to people whose issues fit perfectly with our own in a way that guarantees a reenactment of the old familiar struggles we grew up with. And then the subheading here is, we all marry our unfinished business. We all choose our mothers or fathers. We all become our mothers or fathers. Consciously, you think, with this person, I can finally be happy. Unconsciously, you're thinking, and more accurately, your parts are thinking, aha, a player in the old familiar game. The mad, inspired thing about real love is that we are all marry our unfinished business, and we think we're the only ones who do. You may believe in your foolishness that the couple to the left or the right of you isn't going through their version of exactly what you're going through. You're wrong. You may think that a good relationship doesn't bring up to the surface every hurt and anger you've ever carried inside, but it does. A good relationship is not one in which the raw parts of ourselves are avoided. A good relationship is one in which they are handled, and a great relationship is one in which they are healed. So Terence Real put that really well, and I've already done a 4-part video series on this dynamic of what Schwartz calls the tormentor, what Gestalt therapy calls the unfinished business. You can find this in my free masterclasses, which you can access from my website, davidtianphd.com. You can either fill out the assessment on the front page, the homepage, or you can enter your email into the opt-in forms on various parts of that website, or the masterclass. You can also find it from the header, the drop-down menu. I've also got a seminar that's about as long as this particular episode, about an hour, that's on my YouTube channel that is about what an unconditional love relationship looks like. And it expands on this magical kitchen metaphor. So you can go to those if you want to learn more. Of course, my course, Rock Solid Relationships, not only teaches you about it, but actually walks you through the process to access your higher self and to visit with your inner child parts and to be with your vulnerability and, of course, to have the understanding around all of that, what's going on.